Alright, today we're doing the notes on tax, tip, and discount. So starting with tax and tip, a tax is something that you pay as a little extra when you buy something. It's a percentage of the original cost that you add on later. So when you're going to the store and you're buying a pair of jeans and it says they're $49.95, when you get to the cash register, you're actually paying more than that because they add the tax on. Alright, a tip is something that you pay for a service, like a waiter at a restaurant, the pizza man bringing the pizza to your house, or when you get your nails done. Something you give to somebody is a little extra because you appreciated their service and they did a nice job. In restaurants, servers don't make very much money. They may make $2 an hour, and so they rely on tips and rely on doing the best service they can so that you'll give them a tip and a little extra money since they're not making very much. A tip, again, is added on. So let's look at these notes. Tax and tip. So if I look at these, they both start with T. If I make those into lowercase t's, they kind of look like a plus sign. That's how I remember to add. So tax and tip, that's a plus sign. I'm going to go ahead and highlight that T. So that's going to remind me every time that that's a plus sign. Okay? So finding the tax and tip. When you do these problems, there are a few steps to follow. So let's look at example 1. A customer bought a baseball and a bat for $29.95. There's the original cost. I'm going to circle that. The sales tax was 6%. Okay, a tax of 6%. So I'm going to give that a highlight. Okay, here are my questions. How much tax? How much is the total cost? So there are two things they're asking here. So here are the steps. There are 3 steps to this problem. Step 1 is to convert the percent into a decimal. So I'm going to take this 6%. I know the decimal starts after the 6, and I'm going to move it 2 times to the left to get a decimal of 6/100ths. Okay, so we have to remember how to do that from the last unit so you can make your percentage into a decimal. Now that I have 6/100ths, I can go on to step 2. Step 2 says to multiply. I'm going to multiply the original cost by this decimal. So my original cost, if I look back, I circled it. It was $29.95. Okay, and I'm going to multiply that by what I got up here in step 1. Okay, and when I get that answer, I get 1.797. Now, does that look like money? There's something wrong here. When I think about money, I have something like this. Money never has more than 2 decimal places here. We don't go past the hundredths in money. Okay? Because once we go past the hundredths, you're going to end up with cents that's too small. So if I look here, I've got a number past the hundreds here, this 7. So that 7 needs to go away. So what I need to do is I need to look back here. See, I've got 79 cents and a 7. 5 and above, okay, I'm rounding up. 4 and below, I'm going to round down. Those are the rounding rules. So 5 and above, I'm going to give that 7 a shove, okay, rounding up so that 79 rounds up to the next whole number, which is 80. So this is going to be $1.80. And I'm going to label this because this is only the tax. Okay, this is only the tax. If you notice what it says here, if you're asked to find only the tax or tip, stop here. So sometimes these questions are only going to ask for tax or tip and not for the total cost. And that's when you only have to do 2 steps. So up here under tax, I'm going to put a number 2. That's going to remind me when I look at these later that that's a 2-stepper. This third question is when I need to go to step 3. If you're asked to find the total cost, so here's where that total cost comes in, I'm going to add. So I'm going to take my original cost again, that $29.95. I'm going to label that. That's the original cost. I'm going to add the tax that I got in step 2. I'm going to label that as the tax. When I get this answer, I get $31.75. And that is the total. So there's the total. So under here, up here with total cost, I'm going to put a 3. Remind me that total cost means I have to do all 3 steps. Let's look at example 2. Miss Smith paid $89.99 for dinner in D.C. There's an original cost. She left a 20% tip. Here's my tip, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. How much did she leave for tip? What is the total cost of her dinner? So when I underline those are my 2 questions. It's asking me for tip. If I go back up here, I know just to find the tip, I'm going to stop after step 2. So step 2 is going to answer that question. When I want the total cost, I'm going to have to do that 3rd step and add. So step 1 is to make my percent to a decimal, 20%. Okay, and move it over 2 times to the left. And this is 0.2 or 0.20. If you want to put that 0 on there, that's just fine. Step 2 is to multiply. So I'm going to take that original cost, that $89.99, and I'm going to multiply it by what I got in step 1. When I do this, I get $17 and a decimal of 998. So again, this does not look like money. Okay, this does not look like money. It's got too many numbers after the decimal point. So this 8 is 5 and above. Give it a shove. I'm going to round up. This 99 rounds up to 100, which rounds my 17 up to $18 even. Okay, and then this is just my tip. Okay, this is just the tip. So now I've answered this first question because 2 steps got me to just the tip. When I answer my 3rd question, that total cost, I am going to have to do step 3. So step 3 is to again take that original cost, that $89.99, and I'm going to add what I got in step 2, my tip. Okay, so I'm going to label these. Original cost. This was the tip. And when I do this, I get $107.99. And this is the total. So there, now I have answered the 2nd question to get my total. Alright? Alright, let's flip over. Now we're going to talk about discount. Now the good thing about this is there's only one difference with these. Step 1 and 2 are going to be exactly the same as the front. The only thing that's changing here is my step 3. So if you notice back on the front we said we were adding. On the back we're going to be subtracting. And the way we remember this is D. This D reminds me that I'm going down. And discounts go down. When you go down, you are subtracting. Okay? So let's look at some of these vocabulary words. I've got the original price. So original price is what you pay, something costs before the discount. That's what you start with. Okay? That's when you go to the store and it says that these pants are going to be 20 bucks. The discount, this is how much you save. Discount is how much you save. So when it says those pants are 20% off and you're saving some money here, that's how much you're talking about. The discount is how much you save. Okay, so I'm going to put that here. Putting that there because sometimes it'll ask in a question, how much did you save? It won't have that word discount, but we need to know that how much you saved is the discount. The next one we have here is sale price. Sale price is how much you pay after the discount is subtracted. Okay, and this is what we think of as total cost. Okay, so if it asks for total cost, sale price, those are the same thing. Okay, let's look at example 1. Best Buy is offering 10% off anything in the store. Anytime we see that percent off, that's the discount. Okay? That's the percentage of discount. If you purchase a DVD that originally cost $14.99, how much will you save? Okay, what is the sale price? Rounded to the nearest cent. Okay, so step 1 and step 2, exactly the same as the front. Step 1 is to convert that percent into a decimal. So 10%, move it over 2 times to the left, and I'm going to get 0.1, or if you want to leave it at 0.10. Step 2, again, same thing. I'm multiplying the original cost with the decimal. Okay? So the original cost here was $14.99, and I'm going to multiply that by the decimal I got in step 1. When I do this, I'm going to get $1.499 thousandths. Okay, again, this doesn't look like money. I gotta get rid of that 9. So 5 and above, I'm going to give it a shove up. 49 is going to round up to 50. So this is $1.50. The $1.50 here, this is the discount. Okay, so if you're asked to find the discount, stop after step 2. So just like tax and tip, same 2 steps, and then you stop. So this is how much you will save. Alright, so we've just answered that first question. I'm going to put 2 there. So that's 2 steps to figure out that first part of the question. If you're asked to find the sale price, you're going to subtract. Okay, we're going to subtract, and we're going to start with the original price again, just like the front. So I'm going back to start with that original price of $14.99, and this time I'm subtracting what I got in step 2, subtracting my discount. Okay, and when I do this, I get $13.49. This is the sale price. I'm going to label these 2 as the original price and the original cost. This was my discount. And then I had my sale price. Okay, so let's look at this last example. The last example says if you bought a football helmet that originally cost $39, so there's my original cost, but the helmet was 25% off, my percent discount. I want to know what is the discount and what is the sale price. So if I go back up here, I know to find out how much I save or the discount, I'm going to need 2 steps. And to find my sale price, I need to do all 3. Okay, so here's step 1, percent to decimal. 25%. Move that 2 times to the left and get 0.25. Step 2 is to multiply. So I'm going to take my original cost of $39 and I'll multiply that by the decimal that I got in step 1. When I do this, I get $9.75. This is my discount. So there I've answered step 2. Step 3 is to take that original cost, that $39 again, and I'm going to subtract what I got in step 2, that discount. And when I do this, I find the sale price of $29.25. So again, I'm going to label these. Original cost. Okay. Let's move that up just a little bit. This is the discount. And this is my sale price. Right? And that's answering my second question down here with the sale price. Alright, so again, these are the notes on tax, tip, and discount. Please feel free to watch it again and pause at any time.